Another top man comes into our story, and he was involved with Billy from 1974 to 1978, and he's come all the way back. He's living in England now. We're delighted to welcome back Peter Scott, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll have to run on. We won't have any break. Is that
okay? Yeah.
Many years.
Peter, your big first win together was the Texaco, which was probably the forerunner of the Ulster Rally.
Yeah, what happened with the Texaco, Billy and I had been talking since 1972. I did Donegal with Cahill. 1972 we won it. But of course, cars in the Republic of Ireland on a 30-second interval, so Billy was running 30 seconds behind us. Cahill was running, Sean Campbell was running 30 seconds behind that. And of course, we talk all rally and things like that. And Billy and I had been talking about doing a rally together for a while. We were supposed to do the Texaco in '73, but I think something happened to the car. And I've got a picture of me at the Welsh Rally in '74, chatting to Billy, and he had just asked me to do the Texaco Rally with him, and this was a bit special.
Yeah, and you good results. You'd third in Donegal, third the Manx. Remember those?
Yeah. The reason I was got in for the Texaco Rally is that I've done an awful lot of nighttime navigation rallying and reading bends from maps. I'm probably better than most at. And I also spent Sunday afternoons with nothing to do on Torhead. So I didn't really need the maps for that. I could talk my way over it, and we just had a dream result.
Yeah, and of course you also were one of the privileged people to sit in a Stratus with Billy.
Yeah, that was special. Starting from, where did we start? Bangor. No?
This is a circuit, yeah, 77.
Yeah, and my home rally, Billy had won it the previous year, so we were number one. I'd gone out with one of the mechanics to set the Halda up, and like Dr. Frank said, the Halda failed. So the whole circuit of Ireland, it was a bit more complicated than Galway, where you knew we were going. I had to do the whole circuit of Ireland without a Halda. But Billy had to do most of the circuit of Ireland without a clutch. On the start line of the first special stage, he let the clutch out, and he indicated quite strongly that the clutch wasn't going to be much good. And from there, the whole way to Killarney and on the Sunday run, he had to drive without a clutch, just enough to get off the line.
Well,
that was a bit good.
It was actually decisive, I'd say, because I'd say we'd beaten Russell the previous year, and I'd say there wouldn't have been much in it at the end, whereas I think we were second.
So we started off battling with Russell Brooks. It was really only us and Russell in it, and Russell was pulling away just a little bit, and we got to nearly into Killarney. And everybody knows about Gort Nagan, and everybody knows about Billy and Gort Nagan. And I was soon to learn, because we were at the start of the special stage, and I would have my maps and my magnifier and all the rest of it. And I was told to sit back, fold your arms, keep your head still, and pretend you're at the pictures. And we took 23 seconds off Russell. And I'm glad I pretended I was at the pictures, because if it had been real, it would have been pretty scary.
It's probably the only...
Was the clutch, I can't remember, was the clutch went from the start? And
the clutch went at the start of the first stage, but it was just enough to get it off the line. Right. Now, it wasn't just as dreadful as it would have been an Escort or something like that, because it was a dog box in the Stratus. It was still a pretty huge achievement when you're battling against somebody like Russell.
But you must have been the only Stratus that ever finished the circuit.
I know. Well, the same car finished in '76, fourth with Ring, Walfridson.
Oh, right, yes.
It was a brilliant driver, now, as you mentioned. I mean, Walfridson was a very underrated driver. Yeah.
Peter, we're running a little bit late here. So we're going to see you again in the fourth part, when we talk about 1974. So thank you very much for coming up.
Right?
And
Look forward to it.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Can I tell the story about Peter there? A small story about Peter.
Yeah.
Just I said, but Peter, you see, has a very wry sense of humour, and around that time, he was on the phone to me one day, and he said about this up-and-coming driver, and he said to me, and I don't know, I had never heard of this guy, and he said, you know, he's as good as you. He said, you know. I said, great, why not? And then he paused and he said, up to 60. and Jesus, Peter, I said, come on, I said, that's not nice, you know. Well, he said, no, maybe up to 80, you know, 80 miles an hour kind of is what he was saying, you know.
So he wasn't quick in the fast stuff.
But you know, but this is the kind of way Peter talks. And just
Yeah. Well, yeah.